Hi, Deanna.
Hi, Phil.
Thanks for making yourself available today for an interview. Let me introduce you. Deanna Reiter is the author of Dancing with Divinity, Positive Affirmations for Any Situation, and The Nine Scoundrels, How to Recognize and Release Subtle Patterns of Sabotage. She is a rebirthing breathworker, Reiki practitioner, Pilates and yoga instructor, and a public speaker. And Deanna, for the focus of this interview, let's focus on the Nine Scoundrels.
Okay.
What are the Nine Scoundrels?
The Nine Scoundrels are 9 different patterns in our life that keep us stuck from creating our ideal reality. So there's a complacent scoundrel, martyr scoundrel, forward-thinking scoundrel, stuck in the past scoundrel, and different scoundrels, different ways that we stay stuck, stay in a quagmire.
Okay, well, how does the presence of these scoundrels affect our lives?
Well, they affect our lives in many different ways. Oftentimes we don't recognize what our patterns are, the ways that we are creating sabotage for ourselves. And so each of the scoundrels brings light to a different issue that we might have in our lives. And once we can become aware of those issues, we can begin to observe when we're doing them, examine why we're doing them, and move them out of our lifestyles.
Okay, well, how can we release our scoundrels once we recognize that they are present?
There's a technique in the book that's called the over technique, and it's a technique that you can use for any habit, anything that you no longer want in your lifestyle. So each of the letters of over stands for a different way to get rid of this. The O stands for the observing, so observing when you're doing it. The V is verifying. So how are you doing it? What does that look like? Is that a pattern in your life? And then moving into the E, it's examine. So examining why. How is it helping you? How is it hurting you? When did it come up? Really looking into all the reasons why you've done it and why you continue to do it. And then the R stands for replacing that. So recognizing it, releasing it, replacing it with what will work better for you.
Okay, sounds good. One of your suggestions for releasing the martyr scoundrel is to develop your self-worth with money. How do you do that, and how does that help with that particular scoundrel?
Well, with the martyr scoundrel, what's a typical pattern for them is that they're putting others before themselves. And so money can be one issue that they also put others before themselves, or that they don't value themselves to the full extent that they should be or that they could be. And so I've written a chapter in there on gaining that self-worth with money, and there's several questions and pages that deal with that and how you can begin to realize how you can better be financially compensated for your time and your talents, ways that you are being compensated. And it's not always a financial thing, but it can show up in different areas that are somewhat related to money. And so once you can recognize that and really say, okay, what is my value that I'm contributing to society, and taking full value and ownership of that, and then moving forward that way.
Okay, sounds good. One of your suggestions for releasing the grass is greener scoundrel is to release competition. How do you recommend doing this, and why?
Well, competition, typically in our society, we've learned it as a good thing for ourselves to improve our own talents, and with others to kind of get a step ahead. And what has been found in a study is that 2 gas stations at the same corner actually help to improve each other's sales beyond another corner, a different intersection where there's only one gas station. And so this can be done in competition. That's anywhere in our life, but not seen necessarily as competition, seen more as learning and growing and contributing and helping each other. And so one of the ways grass is greener, Scoundrels, is hurting us or holding us back is by being jealous and, you know, seeing what another person has and coveting it and wanting it for ourselves. And instead, we can say, okay, that's something that I would like, and I'm going to see how that would fit into my life, and take the aspects and the attributes of that rather than the, you know, the final product that, oh, that's gotta be something great. And so really it's breaking it down a lot more than having that fierce competition and the final outcome.
Okay. Why is forward thinking, Scoundrel, a pattern of self-sabotage? Isn't it good to prepare for the future?
Oh, that's a great question. Of course, it's good to prepare for the future and to have kind of your long-term plan. But if you're constantly ahead, you're always a step ahead, and you're multitasking, and you're not really paying any attention to the present moment, that's where the problem lies. So it's always, you know, maybe you're driving your car, talking on the phone, thinking about dinner, maneuvering in the streets, everything like that. And it's not really giving anything in the present moment its proper attention. And that can be a huge problem for that scoundrel and for all the sabotage that can go along with it.
Well, this is great information. I appreciate your sharing a few minutes with us today. I know your wisdom will help a lot of people. Where can people go for more information and to buy your books?
It's found on my website, and that is www.dayawati.com. And it's DAYAWATI.
Perfect.
Dayawati.com.
Thank you so much, Deanna. Good luck.
You're welcome, Bill. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.